Hello team, this is we're gonna look at distributed applications and how we can make effective use of cloud resources. So we've seen that clusters in the cloud provide limitless scaling by using commodity components. But commodity components, they impose restrictions on applications, so they have limited resources. And this drives us towards building distributed solutions. But the good news is that building distributed solutions is easier these days because of the frameworks and the infrastructure that we have, the middleware to build applications. So let's take web services, for example. So web services, they might have multiple users arriving at a cluster through the internet. Now, if all of the users were to be served by a single server, then the server might be overwhelmed and the users might experience poor performance. But this is not what happens in practice. In practice, the requests arrive at the cluster. They are first serviced by a load balancer, which is going to redirect the requests to different servers depending on their load. So each server handles a small number of requests, and the server doesn't even need to handle the whole request. It might actually offload some of the tasks to serve that request to other servers. So a common case is that of a database. So if the server needs to access the user's profile or the photo or its contacts to build the response, it's going to ask for this information to the database, and the database is going to respond to the server is going to build the web page and then reply to the user. And this is a case of a single layer web application where there are many servers connected to the database, but it may actually be servers connected to other servers that then connect to the database. So you can have multi-layer web services. And then each server doesn't need to handle a lot of users or do very expensive computation, and then it fits on a commodity server. So here's an example of tasks that we can offload to other servers. So this is a web page on Facebook, like Mark Zuckerberg's web page. So there's going to be a server that's going to build this page when you request Mark Zuckerberg's profile. But then the server doesn't need to do all of the work. It can send some requests to the database, like these photos. It might also offload computation of some things to other servers. For example, this is like number of videos and like number of pending messages, no notifications. So these numbers over here might be computed by different servers. One server might be in charge of computing the list of Mark Zuckerberg's posts, and then another server might be in charge of getting a summary of his profile. And then one server is going to build everything together and serve the web page. So this web page might involve the cooperation of multiple servers to assemble it. And distributed solutions, of course, exist not only for web servers, but also other types of computation that we need to do. So there's a large body of research on distributed algorithms, and there are several paradigms and frameworks to enable distributed computation. For example, there's MapReduce, BigQuery. You're going to see all of these in the course. There's serverless computing and stream processing. So these paradigms make it easier to build distributed applications and do parallel computation.